The life cycle of a deer begins with the fertilization of an egg inside a doe's reproductive tract. This typically occurs in the fall, after the breeding season known as the rut. The fertilized egg then implants itself in the lining of the uterus and begins to develop. For the next several months, the embryo goes through a series of developmental stages, starting as a small ball of cells and eventually becoming a fully formed fetus. During this time, the doe's body undergoes changes to support the growing fetus, such as an increase in milk production. Around 6 to 7 months after fertilization, the doe gives birth to one or more fawns. Fawns are born small and helpless, weighing around 5 to 8 pounds and are able to stand within an hour of birth. They are covered in spots which help them camouflage in the wild and stay hidden from predators. The doe will aggressively protect her fawns, and will often move them to new locations to keep them hidden. The fawns are able to see and hear at birth, and they quickly learn to recognize their mother's scent and vocalizations. The doe will nurse her fawns for the first few months of their life, and during this time they will grow rapidly, reaching adult size within their first year. As they grow, they will start to eat solid food and wean off their mother's milk. After a few months, the fawns will start to explore their surroundings and learn to forage for food on their own. They will also begin to interact with other deer, including other fawns and adult deer of both sexes. At around 1 year old, the fawns will reach sexual maturity and be able to breed. The males will start to grow antlers, which they will use to compete for mates during the rut. The females will also be able to breed, and will give birth to their own fawns the following year. Deer can live up to 12 to 15 years in the wild, but most will die from predation or hunting before reaching old age. It's important to note that deer populations are monitored and managed to ensure the health of the population and to prevent overpopulation. Overall, the life cycle of a deer is a cycle of birth, growth, reproduction, and death, with the goal of ensuring the survival of the species. It's a fascinating journey to watch and learn about in the wild. As the deer grows older, their antlers will continue to grow and become more complex, with the number of points and size of the antlers serving as an indicator of their age and status in the herd. The males will continue to compete for mates during the rut, using their antlers to establish dominance and attract females. The doe will continue to give birth to fawns each year, often to the same mate if they are able to establish a strong bond. The doe will continue to care for and protect her fawns, teaching them how to survive in the wild and helping them to grow strong. As the deer reaches the end of its life, it may start to show signs of aging such as graying of the coat and a decline in overall health. Eventually, the deer will die from old age, predation, or hunting. Throughout their life, deer play an important role in the ecosystem. They are a vital food source for predators such as wolves and mountain lions, and their grazing helps to maintain the health of the ecosystem by promoting the growth of new plants and controlling the population of invasive species. They also serve as an important source of recreation for humans through hunting and observation. In conclusion, the life cycle of a deer is a fascinating journey that showcases the resilience and adaptability of these incredible animals. From the moment of birth to the end of their lives, deer play a vital role in the ecosystem and continue to captivate the hearts of many.